1, 2, 3?
Yes, please.
Okay, I will do that. This is Rylee, and we're ready when you are. You may begin.
Okay. Hi, my name is Rylee Witmer from Crosslands Christian School in Crosslands, West Virginia. With it having been well over a year now since we began hearing current President Trump's many speeches and interesting speaking techniques, we've become accustomed to his way of speaking and his style, much of that including his gestures, his tone, and probably most of all his words. So I'm sure you can think in your head of what you hear when you think of like a parody of President Trump or a speech that you've heard. But to me, what I think of more than anything is the words that he says, such as like huge, or we're gonna build a wall, or big league. But I'm sure somewhere in there you've heard China over and over and over again. So today I'm gonna talk about how the question, will President Trump be successful in improving trade relations with China? I'm going to focus on 3 main things, those being Trump first abandoning the trade pact with China, second of all, our deficit last year, and third of all, our relationship with North Korea in relations to China. So first of all, last year, for those of you who don't know, Trump abandoned our trade pact with China. And he planned to do that at the end of last year. Into his presidency, that was something that he chose to go through with. This was designed to offset China's power in the region, and this was crucial not only for our trade relations with China, but for how we deal with China in anything, because they're such a large foreign power, not just geographically, but even more so financially. And we need China, not just for our trade relations with them specifically, but for how we deal with other countries, which I'll refer to more later. Second of all, in our deficit last year, something that was overemphasized again and again and again during Trump's campaign was our $347 billion U.S. deficit. A lot of what had to do with our trade relations with China. Now this obviously made Trump upset, specifically because this is something that you can't blame on him because this was pre-presidency. And he plans to take the most drastic measures for reform, something that he has already begun to do in his short term so far. Thirdly, I'm going to tell you about how Trump claims that he can handle the nuclear issue with North Korea on his own rather than using China's help. China is much closer geographically and has leverage on Kim Jong-un. It's closer geographically to North Korea. Clearly, improving trade relations would help with our relationship with China, which is the main issue we're having. But not only that, if we don't choose to improve our trade relations with China, it will affect our relationship specifically more than anything with North Korea and even Japan. We need a working relationship with China for many other reasons, not just this, such as their size, their rise in power, their financial stability, and our relationship with North Korea, and even our lack of financial stability, clearly because of our $347 billion deficit last year. So with that, I think the question goes from, will President Trump be successful in improving our trade relations with China, to do we need improved trade relations with China? Because it's not just about the trade relations, it's about our entire relationship with China. So to that, I think we would all probably say a resounding yes. But then another question is, will President Trump try to improve trade relations with China? Or will we try to take everything into our own hands because either we don't need the trade relations, or he thinks that he can handle nuclear armed North Korea on his own? So in his stubbornness toward the nation of China and toward American pride, clearly everything he emphasized was making America great again. Will he want to concede anything to China in order to improve trade relations just for China to help us with anything else and not just trade? It's been said that the Trump foreign policy doctrine may be shout loud and carry a little stick. So to me, I have to agree with that, because I think in our dealing with China, not only in trade relations, but in how we deal with them in relation to other countries, we're just trying to improve American pride rather than being concerned about what can help us in the long run. So will President Trump be successful in improving trade relations with China? I don't think so, but I also don't even think that that's going to be something that is even our goal.